What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are going up against the ultimate Redzone. We are going to take on Kale and Caulifla. That's who we are taking on in today's video. Now, if you guys are new here, drop that like, subscribe for your boy, and make sure you turn on those post notifications so you never miss a new video that is dropped. Now, like I said, for this Redzone boss, we are going to be using a Super Saiyan 4 team setup. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty much going to be using the more powerful Super Saiyan 4 EZA units that we currently have. And then, you know, of course, Gogeta, the EZA fusions, and then AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So with that, we pretty much have a... I'd say it's probably one of the best Super Saiyan 4 lineups that we can have in the game right now. I know some people out there probably have a tad bit different setup. You may have, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So, you know, I know it's probably going to range from a different lineup for everybody. Alright, so we are going to take on the base form of the boss. Let me see. I'd say with your lineups, you know, when you bring out Super Saiyan 4s, Gogeta is probably going to be the best bet for slot 1. Not even probably, he is going to be the best bet for slot 1 since he can basically just, you know, tank things that are coming at him as far as the super attacks and powerful normals. Him and then the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs, the physical Super Saiyan 4s. Him and those guys are probably the best bet that you want to have, you know, for slot 1. Okay. And then STR, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, he's pretty cheese too, honestly. He got a significant boost from his recent EZA from the past celebration. I feel like him and Vegeta are a lot more viable now. Vegeta is probably the one that is less viable when you compare him and Goku. It just feels like Vegeta is more centered towards a more defensive stronghold build, and then Goku is centered towards a more offensive, you know, build. And it feels like the offensive build is going to be the one that is more, you know, more of the advantage for you. You know, because Vegeta, I feel like he can still get caught up with powerful normal attacks from certain bosses if you're not careful. And as we saw, Gogeta pretty much took care of most of the HP, and now we have our EZA Super Saiyan 4 is about to wrap it up for us. Well, probably Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's probably going to wrap it up since he's type advantage. But yeah, I definitely think Super Saiyan 4s, you know, / GT team, they are a lot more of a viable team setup, you know, in the year of 2025 that we're in now. Last year, it was pretty questionable whether or not they would really be that team that you could kind of like depend on and bring out. And, you know, ever since 10th anniversary, you know, the past couple celebrations that we've had from spring and summer, I feel like, you know, like I was just saying, Super Saiyan 4 is just a much more viable team setup that you can bring in now. Let me see. This lineup, I was about to say, I hope my stuff is not getting locked. And the orbs are kind of weird, so I did have to give some int orbs to Gogeta right there. And then probably have to give... yeah. It's really my best option right now. and just give those to Int Gogeta at the end. Now, Int Gogeta, he's a lot better too now. Compared to prior, the EZA that he got, he's a lot more viable. So really all these Super Saiyan 4s that were like really old in the game have now gotten their EZA boost. They now have these buffs that can really make them, stronghold pieces on your Super Saiyan 4 team. You will just have to kind of pay attention to what boss you actually go in and face, and, pay attention to their abilities and stuff, because you can get locked, and that locking position can get you kind of fucked up, because AGL Vegeta, I put him in slot 1. I think I was going up against the Shadow Dragons final boss, and was it Ice? It was either Ice or when I got to Sin Shinron, like that first round. I had screwed up because my rotations were all messed up, and I had AGL Vegeta in slot 1 to where, once he fell into that position and that round came up, he got locked. So there wasn't too much that I could do. Let me see with this rotation. That pretty much just have that. Yeah, we'll give that to him. And then Vegeta gets these. Okay. Now, I will, just spread the word. These newer these newer Redzone stages they're a little tough. So if you're trying to get these done, you're trying to get them beat, I would definitely suggest bringing a powerful Super Saiyan 4 lineup, or a powerful lineup with fusions, a powerful Super Saiyan lineup. Just some powerful lineup that is, sustainable, and you can like actually depend on it. That is going to be, what's going to get you through these red zone stages, because they are a lot more powerful these days. Okay. Let's see. I got additional. Alright. Around the same damage output. Come on. See, Vegeta, he like I said, he's a lot better now in like today's time. Okay. We getting additional. Come on with it. Hey, smooth with the dodge. I think I did put a little bit more dodge on him recently, because I got another dupe of him. So I was able to put, I think it was dodge and additional in that last slot, for the golden equip slot. I'm pretty sure that's what I put down for Vegeta. Now this active for AGL Gogeta, we're going to sit on that and just wait to use it for the next round, when we get to that final boss round. And Kale and Caulifla, they're going to be separate, so that's, what I'm pretty much waiting on. But yeah, I mean, Gogeta, he pretty much stacks with the key. After receiving those 7 or more attacks in battle, he does stack the key +4, and he also performs the crit. And then he also launches the additional super attack if he receives 3 or more attacks in battles. So Gogeta, he's pretty much just going to keep stacking that extra key for you to use later on. And then he also gets those additional supers, and the crit also starts to stack up too. So when you think about Gogeta, I still consider him as being, in that top tier of characters for Dokkan. You know, he also grants the superclass allies +3. Defense goes up by 70% for 4 turns. You know, he pretty much just has the all-around kit to carry Super Saiyan 4s. Okay, now we're here on this final boss stage. And we pretty much have this is a fire setup, honestly. This is a fire setup. Yeah, so we can transform, fuse our physical Gogeta. Let's do that. Okay. So now we have our physical Gogeta out. He's going to carry that counter with him. Come on. And we're going to sit on Gogeta's, the friend Gogeta, we're going to sit on his active too. Got some good links. And we'll do that. Let's see how this goes. Now, since we pretty much have the ultimate link session going on right now between our 3 Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, you know, we're going to get out that damage. We're definitely gonna, yeah. That's all I want to see, bro, is just damage getting dealt. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Come on. And y'all saying Gogeta fell off, man. Fell off my ass, bro. Gogeta is still one of the most goated characters in Dokkan right now, bro. I don't care what y'all say. He's one of the most goated characters right now, bro. I'm so serious. So serious. Come on with that. Alright. Physical Gogeta, I'm gonna need to see something from you, my G. I need to see something from you. And that was pretty much the best bet because it would have been a type disadvantage if I went towards Kale. And Gogeta, let's see what he does. Okay. 40 mil. And just in case, if you guys didn't know, some of you guys probably all, you already knew, but this is the rotation lineup. If you want to have all 3 of these Gogetas linking together, they will need to be separate. If you don't pay attention to that, then you can easily mess up the links between your characters. Excuse me. Now we can transform our AGL Goku and get that Super Saiyan 4 link out for us. All right, now that we're in the grade A mode, it's kind of like a team protecting mechanic, but it also gives us a little bit of extra time to get some of these, can't even talk. It gives us a little time to get some of these extra orbs out of the way. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Any orbs that I don't really see necessary for me right now, I'm pretty much just kind of shooing them and using the kind of like the disadvantages orbs for these ape attacks, but we're still going to be dishing out a little substantial damage here and there. It's still going to be helpful for us in in the end. Got that crit. Let me get another one. Yes, sir. And then we're pretty much just holding up that defensive stronghold, while we take these attacks from the boss. And now we get to transform. Okay, now the Super Saiyan 4 Goku is here. We do have to keep in mind, he does get the Ki +4. Attack and defense goes up by 200%. And then for Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Giant Grade 8 category allies, the defense goes up by 70%, and then the damage reduction goes up by 10%. And he guards against all attacks. So when you think about Gogeta and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the same rotation, it's insane when you talk about the potential of what these guys can do. Okay. Smooth 95 mil. Pretty smooth. And I guarantee you some of that boost came from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'll promise you. It more than likely came from him. And that's pretty much our best bet for Vegeta in slot 3. Now let's watch the magic happen. 91 mil. Love to see it, bro. Love to see it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all I want to see. KO. So now Kale is out of the race, and we just have to focus on Caulifla. Probably not gonna finish her on this round. That's the only thing. Okay. Got the additional. And okay. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he does guard against all attacks. I forgot about that. And then when attacking, his attack and defense goes up by 100%. And then when attacking with 24 or more Ki, he does launch the additional super. But for every attack performed, he does get the Ki +1, and then performing the crit of 20%. And then for every attack received, the Ki goes up by 1 with a chance of performing a critical hit of 20%. So, like I was saying, AGL Goku, probably the best partner for AGL Gogeta, aside from, of course, the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. Now let's see what their active can do. Okay. 85 mil is pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. And then we can pretty much just wrap it up with AGL Gogeta. And let's do it. Now, the thing is really keeping a steady motion of all the characters, all the units on the team that you plan to bring into these red zones. Especially this one, it can get you caught up once in a while, because I believe this is my second attempt that I actually got through, and I was actually able to beat it. And there we go. Legendary, iconic KO screen, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say. That's the best KO screen in all of Dokkan history, bro. I promise you. I promise on my mama, bro. But without further ado, let me know down in the comments what you thought about this showcase. Super Saiyan 4 is still one of the best teams in the game, one of my favorite teams in the game. And yeah, we got through this red zone stage. Let me know what team you guys used, and I will see you guys in the next Dokkan Battle video. You guys take care. Be safe out there. Peace.